Tia Mowry left her husband, Cory Hardrict. You know what I'm saying? The dude with the black lips. She left this dude, and their relationship didn't work out. People say it was for no particular reason. One of those we grew apart situations. We just weren't on the same page. They had irreconcilable differences, allegedly. And now she's found a new guy. People say that she jumped out the frying pan into the fire. I mean, what y'all want her to do? Be sad the rest of her life? Tia Mowry, new man revealed.
I'm in love.
Oh my gosh.
So let's just say.
You're really in love?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your friendly neighborhood teacher, Mr. J. Vonnie.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready to fall in love again. Like, I am
Got
ready
young
for
dude.
love.
River TV.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Y'all, your girl Tia done revealed her man. Okay?
What's up, y'all? It's your friendly neighborhood teacher, Mr. J. Vonnie.
The new man that, you know, people have been speculating on that she's with. You know, when she posted her whole Valentine's thread, there was pictures of her feet with somebody else's feet in the sand. And, you know, there was a lot of people wondering if it was Cory or who the new man was. They have been spotted out together, holding hands, kissing, all of the above.
What's up?
And we're going to go ahead and dive into the conversation and talk about how we got here. Okay? If you guys...
She got a young dude. But she pushing 50, though. Those normally don't work out. Because it's cool now. But when you 60 and he like 40, he gonna be like...
Unaware, obviously, most of you guys know that Tia Mowry was married to fellow actor Cory Hardrict. The two of them got divorced, in which she basically announced it on her social media a couple of years ago.
My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Cory some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation.
Since then,
She graduated. She moved on. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the good experience. Now I'm trying to wear my lingerie drawers and get busted out.
has been so much back and forth, right? There has been, you know, talks of her on social media. She ended up creating, you know, posts and stuff like that about her, like, newfound freedom.
I do have a feeling and a sense of freedom following my divorce.
At one point, people were trying to get the two of them to get back together, telling, you know, Tia, like how she used to tell Roger on the...
Because he wanted it. He was trying to act like he wanted it. That was his general sentiment.
TV show, Go Home, Roger. A lot of people were telling her, you know, pretty much, go home, Tia.
Cory says to Tia, a heart emoji. Tia says to Cory, I love you. Mike Hell says this is an amicable split. Why y'all getting divorced?
She obviously didn't want to hear it. She was complaining about the dating market, and
she smelled them
ended up
streets.
making another post on her social
wanted to
media
pop it.
in which she was like, you know, I'm not going home. I ain't weak. You know, that relationship no longer served me. She very much had this kind of like, you know, boisterous kind of energy towards, you know, people trying to get her to go back to her marriage with Cory, while at that same time, Cory Hardrict ended up doing a couple of press runs, and he talked about how difficult it was for him to navigate his life as he lost his wife and his whole family and had to, like, you know, live in a different home. And it was very hard for him to adjust to that situation.
You know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands. And,
right, that's
you know, no one's
that's nigga still hurting. He ain't hurt no more. He ain't worried about it.
there for you, and it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's, you know, he's tough.
You
he's
good?
strong.
Right.
But you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. You know, nobody see that. Yeah. Nobody see that.
Being honest.
You know, like, you know, you live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Cory Hardrict know that his kids and his family was everything to him.
Now, in the midst of all these things...
She graduated, son. You ain't mean forever, ever. You know what I mean? She meant like for now, till the kids get a little bigger.
Every time that Tia got the chance, you know, she was posting all of them together on social media during family events, which is a very important situation to note, okay? This is very, very important to note. She was posting all that stuff all over social media, you know, in between that. She ended up then launching a TV show, right? A reality show that followed her around, in which she cried about the fact that she was single and how she wanted to be in a relationship so badly.
I feel like I have this beautiful house. I have a beautiful career. I have amazing kids. But the one thing that I don't have is love. And that's the one thing that I want more than anything.
A lot of people wasn't feeling the show.
She had that, though.
Right? A lot of people weren't feeling the show. They were like, girl, you know, all you doing on the episodes is crying all the time. Like, you're so sad about the
That's the thing, she a
situation.
crier.
And a lot of people didn't have, any sympathy for her or any feelings towards, what she was going through, because they felt like you're crying for something that you already had.
Cory as my partner in crime.
She was tired of him.
I'm not doing this alone.
Yeah. At least I know Tia got my back.
She looks at a lot of social media and the other girls look like they was having more fun. They look like, it's just that simple. They look like they had a better party going on. And she just like, I'm sitting here in the sweater with a good husband. He don't cheat on me, beat on me, nothing. She ain't had nothing to cry about. Y'all understand? I don't know. This is a crazy theory that I have. But I believe there's a certain little thing in some women that need a little bit of, I'm going to choose my words right cautiously, pain. A little bit of hurt. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But she needs something to, to cry about. She ain't had nothing to cry about. What kind of lady can't cry? She need a boudoir.
To the grave. So I know she's with me and she knows I'm with her.
Now, through this whole entire, journey that Tia has been on, she has posted all kinds of stuff on her social medias of her being in her 304 phase.
I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm in my hoe phase right now. Happiness over everything. Where's your mind?
She's done all kinds of videos of her, kind of showing off her edgy side and stuff like that people are just honestly not used to, right? Like, where you
see, because she was a child actress, and she might have had good parents that kept her on the straight and narrow, and she got married young and all that, and she looking out the window all this time, and it looks like fun to her. It looked like fun. And then she found out for a while, I remember she was complaining that nobody courts her, people don't treat her like her husband did, and blah, 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 I would say blah, because that time has passed. First of all, we're in a completely different age now with dating. Secondly, you guys met each other at a crucial, that tender period in life, late teens, early 20s, whenever y'all hooked up, where you was still full of wonder and he was bringing you flowers and all that. If he was trying to get that, well, maybe she do. She got that from the new dude. But, he probably happy he fucking a celebrity. Most dudes did a little bit of sense would act right, especially a young guy. Tia Mowry, yeah, he'll act right. For now.
To Tia and Tamara being the good girls, being the wives and the classy women and the women who are not going to show certain parts of themselves or not show themselves in different lights. And so it was very new, right? Very new energy.
She never did that.
Very, I'm trying to catch a man as quick and as fast as I can. Very, I'm trying to break down the barriers that people have or the ideas that people have of me, whether those ideas of her were good or bad. And she ended up then coming back on social media again after the show, talking about how she had so many options in her DMs.
There are like thousands of DMs here. There are athletes. There are musicians.
Now, very recently, she was actually stopped on the red carpet.
I always keep up with the Instagram. You do not play about the content.
And she was asked a certain line of questioning in which she basically let everybody know that she is now in love.
And I saw your Valentine's Day dump, okay? Tell me about what space you're in currently. How is it feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling optimistic?
I'm in love.
Oh, my gosh.
So let's just say...
You're really in love?
Yeah.
Now, is Tia going to turn around tomorrow and get married? I would hope not, right? I would hope not. Not because I wouldn't want that for her again, but because this is something that women do on a consistent basis where they jump out of the frying pan into the fire, okay? Now, I don't even know if being with Cory was a frying pan. I can't even say that. But a lot of women
She never
want
said it
to
was nothing
prove
terrible.
and show so much how happy they are and how what all these other people were saying against them is so untrue that they jump into the next best thing turning and create or extend the life that they had with their previous person with the new man.
Not you outside again. I thought y'all were back together. But
You gonna
yeah,
just sit there like
I'm
that?
outside.
This is the space that
With the
women can
split.
be in and confuse like for love, where they confuse the new situation that they're in with this is my next husband. Like, they jump into things so fast and so abruptly, and they basically are creating, like I said, situations just to prove to social media, to the ex, to themselves, that they are,
Still desirable.
worthy or deserving of the love that they so desperately want.
I think I'm just saying I just want someone to hold. And
have
someone to
somebody
hold
to
me
hold.
and to hug me. And what's wrong with wanting that?
Now, the reason why I'm saying this so extensively is because she did not say, I'm happy right now. You know what? I'm in a really good space and somebody else in this space with me. She didn't say that. She said, I am in love.
I'm in love.
Oh my gosh.
So let's just say,
You're really in love?
And to go from being in such a long marriage, being single for like a snippet of time compared to the length of the marriage,
was
to
a year
now
or two.
being in the first real relationship after her divorce and already saying that she's in love, when we just heard her a couple of months ago talking about all these people in her DM, is a little bit strange.
goes down
She gotta get beat up by this dating market a little bit.
in the DM.
It goes down in the DM.
Would you marry me if you knew me well? What the hell?
It's a little rushed. It seems a little bit premature to use that wording. It seems a little too fast. But who am I? Okay? If you know, you know. Who am I to say anything against that? Interestingly enough, she did a skit on her TikTok recently, and on the TikTok it said showcase the last person that you kissed, and she dressed up with Timbs with these fake dreads on and a mustache and a little bit of like a beard kind of situation, and a lot of people were like, oh, who has long hair like that? Maybe it's her son, maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person. And if you look at the pictures of the man, okay, and you put it side by side of who she was dressed up as,
Right.
obviously we know that this is the same person.
What's up, y'all? It's your friendly neighborhood teacher, Mr. Javani. Today we in San Francisco. Right now I'm standing in front of the registers at the Blake Art Store here in Los Angeles, California on Beverly Boulevard. These artists here are artists from the Campbell Hall Youth Visual Arts Residency. I'm very proud of these students, and I'm really excited that they get this moment to showcase their artwork.
So she was, dropping little Easter eggs along the way leading up to this situation.
I'm ready.
Yeah, she got an art teacher. He mess with you for a little while. Get his profile up some, you know what I mean?
I'm ready to
Use you up a little
fall in
bit.
love again. Like, I am ready for love.
Now, this is a spotted situation. This is not like she posted him on her social media, right? Now, I don't know if this was we see the paparazzi there, let's just go ahead and showcase our love, or, we're going to call the paparazzi on ourselves, or if this was an actual candid moment that she got caught slipping, right? Prematurely before she was ready to reveal that.
It's probably a soft launch.
Based off of how Tia be acting on social media, I don't think that she was hiding anything.
Exactly.
Okay? I don't think that she has any problem with the fact that this relationship is being showcased to the public. I don't think so.
He didn't want to show it yet. He was like, let me make sure I get a couple things in order first.
She put everything else on social media. I think that, she sees this situation and it goes viral.
Let me get my Mowry stimulus package.
Because she wants
Mowry.
everybody to know that she got a man. Like, she absolutely wants that. Now, what I found to be very
More.
new in regards to this situation
He like, great, I get more of her. Even more.
is that Easter